Okay, we're gonna just keep going. Part 3. Okay, so the Lord told me the pyramid's your enemy. He showed me 100% no lying. Okay, that goes for you too. Anyone who's out there, anyone who's listening to me, listen and listen closely. It is our natural condition to be liars. I mean, it is no big secret that we're all a bunch of liars. Okay, guys? Jesus told the Pharisees, he said, you are from your father, the devil. He was a liar from the beginning, a murderer. And when he lies, it's consistent with his character. Okay, so we're born into it. You don't have to teach a little kid how to lie, do you? Do you? Do you have to say, hey, little Johnny, come here? What you do is you tell someone facts that are not consistent with the truth so you can get this or do that, or you don't get in trouble for it. You don't have to do that. They know exactly what to do. Isn't that weird? That we as a species know to lie? Isn't that bizarre? Think about it. That's really weird. Okay, so anyway, we're going to take all this stuff now and we're going to turn everything upside down, and we're going to see that all this stuff has the same common denominator in it. It all has the same common denominator. There's one more common denominator you guys got to take a hold of that was part of the night I got saved. Okay, I go through the door, everything changes. I go down the steps, I land on the ground. Angel walks up to me. He says, pray with me, my brother. I was like, my brother? Why would an angel call me his brother? I pray, our Father who art in heaven, to the sky, water and light came down on me. I was born again. I was filled with power. Filled with the power that rose Jesus Christ from the dead. I was filled from the bottom to the top and out and all encompassing. Okay, when that happened, I no longer was part of this earth. Satan had no hold on me. Just like the Matrix. You know when Neo gets born again and he bursts through the jelly and has to let go of him? That's what happens to you too. When you get saved, you get transferred from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. You get transferred from death to life. And it's happened and it's done and it's a done deal. And that's where I want to get everybody that's watching this. You guys must understand, I have laid down my life to give this to you. Literally laid it down so you can have this. Okay, so we're going to take everything and we're going to turn it upside down. What was the other thing that happened in the alley? He said, pray a Hail Mary. I've gotten some people that freaked out on that. They're like, oh my gosh, he's from the devil. Well, you didn't watch the rest of the series, guys. You would have been right, though. Because every time I take an image of the Virgin and I turn the thing upside down, you end up getting images that have dead sheep and demonic images. Let me show you one real quick. Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. Here we go. So, right in front of you, there you go. I don't care what anybody says. That right there with the eye and the nostrils and the lips and the tongue sticking out, that's a dead sheep. Okay, what did Jesus say? My sheep hear my voice. And if one sheep is lost, doesn't he go look for it? And I am the door for the sheep. I mean, guys, you're looking at dead sheep. The Lord said, the pyramid is your enemy. They turn everything upside down. So, who is they associated with, maybe? Let's make the step. Well, gee whiz, the Virgin produces dead sheep. Not just once, but again and again and again. Guys, I don't want to go through all the videos of the images of the Virgin. Go look at the videos I did yesterday, but I'll do a couple more sheep real quick. Okay, here we go. Here's the sheep. There's the sheep's two eyes. There's the sheep's nostrils. And there's the mouth. These are the ears going out. This green, the black lines between the green is the hair. So this is all the face of a sheep. I showed you yesterday that there's an image of the devil imprinted right over the face. Chris, is this in the screen? Let's get the devil. There's the devil's two eyes in black and the nose in white. There's his mouth. There's his chin. He's got a green face. He's got horns. And he's got wings. Okay, the tip of the wing becomes a male penis. Right above my two fingers right here, there's the head of the penis. And there's the rest of the penis and the testicles right there. It's also over here. The entire thing becomes the female reproductive system. So I'm going to take the devil and I'm going to take him and put him on the sheep. Now we have a devil on top of a sheep with the female reproductive system and the male reproductive system. Why? Because the devil reproduced with us. Now, what does it have in common? Well, I took this off this postcard right here. That's where this came from. Right there is the image. We don't really need to zoom in on it. That's where the image came. I'm going to turn it upside down. There is a Mayan king. There's his eyes, nose, and his mouth. And he's wearing a ridiculous headdress. Those who try and hide their plans from the Lord are doomed. They carry out their schemes in secret and think no one can see them or know what they're doing. They turn everything upside down. That's right, and I know who they are. They are Satan and the fallen angels. And I'm telling you what, guys, I'm going to prove to you tonight who you are, who I am, who Chris is, who your kids are. We're hybrids. That's why the battle is internal. So you're looking at a devil imprinted over a sheep, and you got the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. Let's just keep going. Okay, you're looking at an image of the virgin. You turn it upside down, and you got a dead sheep with its tongue sticking out. Okay, this same image, when I turn it right side up, Chris, I don't know how close you can zoom in on this, but there's an image of a devil right here. There's his eye, his nose, and his mouth right above my finger. And I colored him in red. He's wearing a blue cape. This is the back of his robe coming down right here. And he's holding a pitchfork right in front of him that comes up. And it's the sleeves of the virgin split. I'm going to show it. You can zoom in on me. I'm going to show it to you in another book right here. I got it right here. I carved it out right here. Watch this. Here we go. Okay, right. There we go. Okay, this is taking off the same thing. Here's in red is a pitchfork coming right up here. And there's the hooks on the pitchfork. There's the braided spear tip. And right above my fingers is the head of a devil. He's like a gargoyle looking devil right there. And he's wearing this cape. I'm going to switch this and show you where he is. Right on the image of the virgin. And I'm sorry, I wish I had it enlarged. But his head's red. He's wearing a blue cape. And he's got a pitchfork. So, he's right on the chest of the virgin. A devil with a pitchfork. And you turn it upside down, and it's a sheep with its tongue sticking out. Wow. So that means, let's take hold of this now. That means that reproduction, sexual intercourse, has something to do with the destruction of sheep. Okay, let's go to Genesis 6. I caught myself. Did you hear that? I said, wah. Huh? Uh-huh. Nice. Okay. I'm going to reset this for like 10 minutes because I've probably been going for 10.
Yep.
Okay, check this out, guys. We're going to go back to, let's see. Here we go. Genesis 6.4. Okay, here it is. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and after that, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old. I'm going to let the kitty out right now. Come on out, cat. Okay, so the Bible tells us right here in Genesis 6 that the Nephilim were on the earth in those days when the sons of God, by the way, the sons of God is B'nai Elohim. So when they went to the daughters of men and had children by them, wow, isn't that fascinating? We're looking at the devil, the reproductive system, sheep. We're looking at the virgin. Why do you think they worship the virgin? If you were the devil and you planted your seed in the virgin, would you maybe possibly worship the virgin? Well, let's look at another scripture real quick. We're going to look at Daniel, and it's the story of Daniel 2, which is the story of Nebuchadnezzar's dream and what the kingdoms of the world look like. And so here's the deal, guys. It says, Daniel 2:43. Let's see. Here we go. Back. There we go. Daniel 2:43. Okay. Right here. Okay, after you, another kingdom will arise. Next, a third kingdom, one of bronze, will rule over the whole earth. Finally, there will be a fourth kingdom, strong as iron. Anyone ever see the records management company called Iron Mountain? It's a pyramid, world's largest records keeping company. What? Okay, here we go. Just as you saw the feet and the toes were partly baked clay. Just zoom out on the whole thing. You got the whole thing. I'll just use my fingers. We don't have to follow it. Okay, let's see. Just as you saw that the feet and the toes were partly baked of clay and partly of iron, so this will be a divided kingdom. Stop. I'm going to stop there. Jesus said, any kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, guys. Desolation. So here we go. So this kingdom will be a kingdom divided, yet it will have some of the strength of the iron in it, even as you saw the iron mixed with clay, as the toes were partly iron and partly clay, so the kingdom will be partly strong and partly brittle. Here we go. Just as you saw the iron mixed with clay and baked clay, so the people will be a mixture and will not remain united. I'm going to go back and I'm going to turn this into the proper version of the Bible that is in the concordance. And there we go. Listen to this. Okay. Here we go. Daniel 2:43. Whereas thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. There it is. Yeah, the reproductive system, you have the devil imprinted over a sheep. We haven't even gotten into this. Once we get into this thing, you're going to see they are fallen angels mingling themselves with the seed of men. They turn everything upside down, and their plans are to destroy sheep. You're the sheep. I'm the sheep. Chris is the sheep. We're all the sheep, guys. So here's the deal. You got a guy I know drawing a picture of me. He did it on this piece of wood. He drew a picture of me. He put a dead sheep on my head. He put a goat on the back of my head. And I have other people I know doing the exact same agenda as this hieroglyph. We're going to bust into the hieroglyph right now, and we're going to bring this thing to the point of complete bust. I'm missing one of my little books. Oh, there it is. Right here. Right here. Okay, guys, I want to show you real quick. Okay, I said I was going to show you all these things. Everything has a common denominator. There's a sheep right there with its tongue sticking out. Here's a goat. There's a goat's 2 eyes. There's the nose, ear, horn, ear, front hoof. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to show you where it came from. There it is. It's right off the image of me. There's a dead sheep on my head. There's a goat on the back of my head. If you go to this bottom picture, this is very important. It's on this hieroglyph. Here's a serpent. There's the 2 eyes of the serpent right above my finger. The serpent's mouth is wide open, and it's engulfing me, and it's got its tail wrapped around my neck. So there's a serpent eating me. I've got a dead sheep on top of my head, a goat on the back of my head. What did Jesus say? I will judge between one sheep and another, separating the sheep from the goat. What did he say about I will tell the sheep into the eternal kingdom, prepared from the foundation of the world, but into the eternal flames for the devil and his demons? Let me tell you something. Before I got saved, I had a goat right there. I was under condemnation. My eyes were closed. You know why? Because I was blind to the truth. You don't have to focus on me. You can just leave it right here. I was blind to the truth. Okay, guys. All these things have the exact same common denominator. Okay, here we go. Ready? There's that one. I told you I'd show you. That's hard to believe. That's a card from the grocery store, you guys. That's a card my wife gave me before she took off. And I thought, wow, what a weird card. Why would she give me a card that has 2 girls sitting in a tree? I thought it was kind of, lame, really. I was like, wow, that's really lame that she gave me a card that's got 2 girls on it sitting in a tree. And let me show you what's really on it. Here it is, right here. Okay. Come on. Okay, I got one right here. Okay. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Chris, let's start with just the sheep right here. Okay, here's the sheep. There's the sheep's eye. Now, here's a teardrop coming out of the eye. Coming down the sheep's nose. There's a nose. There's the mouth. There's the bottom lip. Here's the neck. Here's the ear of the sheep. Now, when you come over here, there's a serpent that's upside down underneath the sheep. I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way now. Now the sheep is upside down. And here's the serpent. Here's the serpent's eye. And here's the serpent's mouth wide open, engulfing the sheep. Okay, now I want you guys to go from right here to right here. Here's the serpent's eye right here. There's the mouth wide open. I haven't drawn on this like this. You can see I went over this in Sharpie. But look at this. Look at the mouth. The line never breaks. See it? See how that line never ever breaks? See it? The line never broke. That's not natural. That's not natural for art. And then look right here. There's the nose. There's the serpent's eye. There's the back of the head and the neck of the serpent. So the serpent is eating the sheep. Let's look at it now as you see the card when you get the card this way. And then I'm going to rotate it. You see the sheep now? Now that I pointed it out? There's the sheep's eye, nose, mouth. There's the serpent eating the sheep. Okay, I just proved to you a card from the grocery store is the same as a hieroglyph that's 1,300 years old. Chris looks like he's about to fall asleep. You all right, bro?
I'm good.
You gonna make it through this?
Oh, yeah.
We might have to make a cup of coffee. Guys, it's really late here. We're like 12 o'clock. Okay. Stop. Hang on. Don't cut it off yet. Okay, so now you guys have seen a postcard. You've seen a postcard. Mm-hmm. You've seen a greeting store card. You guys saw this in the other video. This is the same thing. You just turn it upside down. Let's see. Oh, let's turn it upside down. Ta-da! You see the alien, the 2 eyes in the mouth? See him? There's a serpent eating the girl. There's that same long line. The serpent's mouth is wide open, eating the girl. So this card is identical to this. This is the same as this. This piece of artwork is the same. This thing from the hieroglyph is the same. It's all the same, guys. This is the same. Okay, are you guys getting this? So now we have all these sheep that are being eaten. Okay, everything's upside down. Wow. What do you think the odds are that yours truly, Jonathan, is flying upside down in a lot of these images of me for point of purchase ads from my sunglass company that say, come out of the darkness into the light? I mean, that's just plain and simply impossible. So now all we have to do is we have to get to the bottom of who they are, because those that try and hide their plans turn everything upside down. Well, okay, let's pretend we're in class. Anyone who knows the answer to this, raise your hand. What are their plans? Killing sheep. That's their plans, guys. Killing sheep. You know? So the plan is to kill sheep, to kill sheep, to kill sheep, to kill sheep. I mean, to kill sheep, I mean, it's all about killing sheep. What did Jesus say? My sheep hear my voice. Guys, you can reach out even before I get to the next part. If you're starting to wig out, you can just go, you know what? I'm scared. In the name of Jesus. Jesus, I've lied, I've cheated, I've stole, I've done this. God knows everything you did. But here's the thing, we're going to finish this right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save the very last part till tomorrow. You know why? Because this whole thing's kind of a mess. Oh, I want to show you one more thing before we finish. The Mayan calendar. You see the devil right in the dead center of it? She's got horns, and he's got his eyes, and there's a devil's mouth. Okay, well, check this out. I showed it to you right side, upside down first. If you turn the Mayan calendar right side up, did you know, in the Mayan calendar, Chris, I'm going to go over here. In the Mayan calendar itself, the guy that's in the middle is supposed to have his tongue sticking out. I mean, you're supposed to see it. Jeepers creepers, if that were to remind you of anything that you've seen tonight, what might that remind you of? Oh, because they knew that the human condition was death. Why do you think they did all the sacrifices? Look at the tears coming out of his eyes. If anyone saw the movie Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, this is awesome. When they have to go to Akator, to take the skull back, they look up, they got, the guy, whatever his name is, Bosley or whatever his name, who's freaking out. He says, through eyes of tears, or whatever. And they look up at the waterfall, and it shows like a guy's face, and the waterfall is flowing out of the eyes. Gee, I wonder where they got that from. I mean, seriously. Check that out. It's even in the movie Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So here's what I'm going to do.